Okay, so I'm going through a tough situation right now with the living situation that I'm in. My parents, I don't know if I have time to go into that in this video, but it's not ideal. At this point, this is not my first rodeo, but you get exhausted from it after a while of just like, I want to just be fully sovereign and create my own life without any other BS, but it is what it is. So, and I want to like give what I can from my story because it has been so wild. So what's coming to me is that I think that we all get in these situations because we crave security and stability, and there's a need for it deeply, but it's always that balance of like holding on, letting go, like finding where you can't have control, but then letting go where it's not meant to be, and all of that. So I think it's like easy that in relationships to get in a place where it's like you get used to the way someone is or in the way they're showing up and the way they're acting. And so I think even outside of narcissism, we kind of like get used to things being a certain way and people being a certain way. And so we get freaked out sometimes when people start acting different. But I always think about this one example is coming to me of like, I've had this friend and we're not even close friends anymore, but we became friends at a really young age. And she went off into college to a different place. And it's like, whenever we would get back together, it was always one of those, like, there was no time lost, like that situation. And I was like, to me, that's always the sign of a healthy relationship. It's like, relationships are so complex and difficult. And sometimes there's these like if it's family like this, a lot of times it's a karmic cycle or it's this deeper soul tie and stuff like that. But like, I think that the people who are meant to be with you and even like stay with you through life are the ones that don't put you in all these boxes, because that's what always happens is it's like we need these wide open spaces. Cue Dixie Chicks, I love that song. We need that though. We need to be like, we need parameters and boundaries, but we also need all this space to grow. And I just think that's so beautiful. Like the people in your life that can just see you as you are and like not put expectations on it. Cause it is hard. It's hard not to have those security, those holds on people, like not know that they're always going to be there for you how you need and stuff like that. But it suffocates us when we don't give people, the space that they need. And I just think it always comes back to like, how are you in your body? Do you feel safe in your body? Are you good on your own? Because otherwise it becomes this trauma bond or this codependent relationship. I was just trying to think if I had anything else to say about that. Anyways, I guess I think that the right people are there for us, but unfortunately, sometimes we have to learn things the hard way. And especially like with family, it's like, it's hard to I have this, because I think about it even with my kids, I'm like, I don't know how things are going to pan out. It's been so different with me with him. And that's helped me relinquish control over and over and over and over, because I have to deal with tower moments with him all the time and stuff. So it's like my parenting situation is very different than most people even, and also being a single parent. But it has taught me so much about that it's like, life is consistently unpredictable, and we just have to keep doing the best that we can and not try to sink our teeth into, people just to hold on to them, yeah, anyways, I guess it's just a reminder that it's like the people that are meant for you will be the ones that see you as you are, but don't try to force you into a box that works for them, because it's about meeting each other's needs. Like, it's about meeting each other halfway, to me. Like I say that to Teddy all the time, because I know that like I accept that he can't always meet me halfway, but I'm like, that's what I'm always wanting, that reciprocity. It's like that is such a beautiful thing to have. And I think to me too, it's like, before, when my energy was different, I could give to a lot of more people, but now it's like I honor myself and my energy is so different now. That's like that's another thing. So I'm like, I literally only have a couple spaces in my chariot, so to speak, so because it's like it takes so much to give, of yourself, so to whatever people. So it's not wrong for us to only be able to have a couple of people in your life, in your circle. Okay.